Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a new headphones, and I don't know if it has microphone or not.
Really? It it doesn't have like a hole on the side or somewhere?
Yeah. It has nothing, and it's a bit weird.
Okay. Yep. It's been quite a while since we had our last lesson, July
Mm,
23rd. How have you been?
yeah, I had a good time because I was in vacation,
Mm-hmm. I was
but
too.
now, um, yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm. Now you're back to real life?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Are you still in vacation?
No, I mean, I'm here in Bucharest, but I'm not on vacation anymore. Last week, I went to Vama Veke, so I was on vacation there.
Yeah, I was too.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time in Vamaveke, and I was pretty impressed because the people from Vamaveke are so open. It's so different from other
Yeah,
places.
that's what I like about it. The kind of people who go to Vama Veke are really nice. And that's what I
Yeah.
don't like about the other places on the beach. You know, like Mamaya and
Costinesti.
Costanesh and all those other places. It's all about the kind of people that go there. And I like the kind of people who go to Vama Veke. But maybe when I get older, I'll get tired of that too. Yeah. So I have a new topic that I made. It's called content creation. And the idea with this topic is to collaborate and create content with people. So there's a bonus activity where the the teacher or the student should upload the lesson on YouTube. How do you feel about that? Uploading a recording of the lesson on YouTube.
This lesson or
Yeah, this one. If you look at the bonus activity here, it says live stream or publish an unedited recording of this lesson.
I can give you an answer at the final of the lesson.
I prefer to know before.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes. So I'm not gonna live stream, I'm just gonna record it and then publish it. Are you familiar with content creation?
Mm, yeah, I I see content every day because I watch on YouTube or Instagram, or I
Mm-hmm.
think that's all for me.
So YouTube and Instagram are mostly your main
Yeah,
sources?
yeah,
Yeah, I would say YouTube is also a big one for me. Instagram, not so much because I try to minimize the amount of time I spend browsing.
yeah. YouTube it's better. I think YouTube is better because on YouTube you have more quality.
Yeah, but and I think you can also choose a little bit more on YouTube because on Instagram it's just who you follow, whereas on YouTube it's an algorithm. So it's a little different for each one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and start with some reading.
Yeah, different people like to consume information in different ways. If you are creating amazing content that's going to help lots of people, then you should be shouting it from the rooftops. So don't be afraid of promoting your content.
Good. All right, some terms.
Shooting from the rooftops. Expression.
Shouting from the rooftops.
Shouting from the rooftops. Expression to share some news or information publicly.
Publicly. Sorry.
Yeah,
Publicly.
publicly.
Yep.
And with as many people as possible. Consume, eat, drink, ingest, or use up. Contribute, give something in order to help achieve or provide something. Components, a part of element of a larger whole, especially a whole, larger whole, especially a part of a machine or a vehicle.
Good. Any questions so far?
No.
Okie dokie then. Let's talk about who's your favorite content creator?
Yeah, Dorian Popa. I'm
I don't know who
joking.
that is. Who? Doyan Popan?
Yeah, you really didn't
This guy?
hear. Yeah, it's so popular. It's that expression with hoods.
I'm sure I know the expression, but
Oh.
I don't know this guy. Whatever. No,
Okay.
but really, who's your favorite content creator?
I don't think I have an favorite content creator. I follow few channels, especially about self-development, cryptocurrency, and I think it's my main subject.
Okay. So you're not really interested necessarily in a specific person. You're more interested in like a specific topic.
Yeah. The person who I saw almost all videos is Christian Daskal.
Oh yeah. That could probably be one of the top ones, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that second question now.
Why do you consume their content? Because they probably have a subject with interest for me. And probably it's more important the way how they speak, how they present the problem.
So you're interested in how they communicate?
Yeah. I think it's the thing I follow.
That's interesting because I think we naturally pick up like different ways of communication based on who we listen to and who we talk to. So in a way, it's like you're trying to brainwash yourself to communicate like them. Is that a good or bad thing?
I think it's a good.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing, mostly. Depends. Let's go ahead and move on to some reading.
Yeah, content creation is the contribution of information to any media, and most especially to digital media. Typical forms of content creation include maintaining and updating websites, blogging, article writing, photography, videography, online commentary, the maintenance of social media accounts, and editing, distribution of digital media.
Great. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Fill in the blanks.
Find out what questions, problems your audience has and answer them in an informative, easy to consume way.
Mm-hmm.
Understand your target audience well and invest time in research. Once you know what kind of question your audience has, then it's just a case of developing a system that works for you.
Great. Good job. Okay. So in this lesson, there's actually a lot of questions, and I want to spend a lot of time, as much as time as we can, on the questions, but that means we have to get through the other stuff too. Let's move on to some reading.
Okay. Regardless whether you decide to create online video courses, conduct live lessons, organize a webinar, or operate a blog, content is essential. You should focus on it and pay significant attention to it. As it is said, content is king. It is content that drives people, grabs their interest, and helps them make decisions.
Very good. What kind of content do you usually like to make? It's
Yeah,
related to this one here.
I unfortunately I don't make content.
I'm sure you do make something. I'm sure you post something online.
Uh, some
Pictures at
photos,
least.
some photos on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
at story, but not so frequently.
Not so frequently.
No, so frequently.
Good.
Mm, just in I have some photos at special moments,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, not so frequently.
So if you were to create something, what would it be? Maybe something a little bit more sophisticated than just some pictures. Would you make videos, or would you make, I don't know, blogging
Yeah,
articles or something?
yeah, YouTube, it's my favorite platform. So if I decide to start to do some content, probably I choose YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
maybe about my experience in programming, because it's what I uh, know,
Yeah.
what I know the best, and maybe some experience from interviews
Okay.
and some experience from the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, I think that's good, but there's always that you have to overcome that obstacle of talking to a camera. Have you ever recorded yourself talking to a camera?
Honestly, no. uh, no, just a few seconds when I did a testimonial
Yeah.
for my uh, for my last company, but
Mm-hmm.
was like 10 seconds and
Yeah,
was
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah, now imagine doing that all the time, or doing that for several minutes at a time. And especially doing that in the middle of like a very crowded area, or when there's a bunch of people around. It's very uncomfortable, I guess. Have you
Yeah.
noticed in any of Christian's videos, when he would record himself talking in a very public place, did you ever notice people in the background staring at him every single time? If he was talking with his camera, people in the background would stare like hardcore.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
just that's just the people that he caught on camera. Imagine the people like on the other side looking at him and talking about him and stuff like that,
yeah, I think it's pretty weird. at the beginning, but in time, I think you became more comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's a great way of kind of growing as a person because you have to overcome that discomfort.
Mm,
All right, let's go ahead and do these terms here.
okay. Position, put or arrange someone or something in a particular place or way. Sporadic, occurring at irregular intervals or only in a few places. Scattered or isolated.
Scattered or isolated.
Scattered or isolated.
Good.
Coherent, logical and consistent. Prominent, important, famous.
Great. Okay, let's go ahead and do this reading.
One of the key components of content creation is being able to understand your target audience, understand the problems that they have and the questions they are asking. From there, you can set about creating content that's going to start to build a relationship with your visitors. By giving people helpful information, you have positioned yourself as an expert.
Good. Okay. First question, can you read it for me?
Who creates the content that you consume? I think the people who have more experience than me in life or who have different experience than usual people. And some people who want to do a business.
Interesting.
Because yeah.
So you follow
YouTube,
people who make businesses?
Yeah. Christian Kifoy, it's my favorite YouTuber.
What is it? Trifoy?
Christian Kifoy.
Kifoy.
Yeah.
Oop. This guy. He has a TikTok?
I think he has TikTok.
What the heck is this? Bubbles, waffles?
Yeah, he has two business and a YouTube channel.
Seems interesting.
It's a funny man. And
okay.
I really like the way to speak. It's amazing, really amazing.
So when you look at the people that you like, the people that you consume content from, are they usually about your age, or are they just a little bit older? Are they male, female? Like, how relatable to them are you? Do you feel like you can relate to them?
Usually, it's people who are older than me, but not too old.
Yeah.
Like few age olders.
A few years older.
A few years older. And I can't say I prefer male or female as content creators.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's natural though for us to be to kind of spend time around and consume the content from people that we can relate to in a way, or people that we aspire to be like.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this passage now.
At its heart, content creation is about answering questions, solving problems, and entertaining. Content creation is about more than just putting out sporadic, random piece of content. It's about forming a coherent plan to continually publish high-quality pieces relevant to your audience, in particular, your perfect customer.
Great. Moving on. Let's actually go ahead and do this matching here.
Okay, consume, eat, drink, ingest, or use up.
Okay.
Contribute, give something in order to help achieve or provide something. Components, a part of element of a larger whole, especially.
So just a heads up, this word can be pronounced in two different ways. The way you did, which is components, but the way I'm usually used to pronouncing it is components.
Components.
Also, for number 5, contribute is pronounced two different ways. I pronounce it contribute, other people pronounce it contribute. Do you notice the difference?
Yeah, it's the accent or.
Yeah, it's very similar, but just a heads up, there are different options to pronouncing it. Anyway, so components with C.
Yeah. Shouting from the rooftops to share some news or information publicly and with as many people as possible. Sporadic, occurring at irregular intervals or only in a few places, scattered or isolated.
Good.
And I don't know what word remains.
Number 2, position.
Or position, put or arrange someone or something in a particular place or way.
Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about these questions. Can you read the first one for me?
Yeah. How have content creators influenced your life? I think some content creators can have a big impact in your life because you see another perspective, another lifestyle, and they can influence you to do new things.
They can influence you?
Sorry?
They can influence you without the D, influence.
They can influence you.
Yeah.
And to change your mind.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people underestimate how influential content creators actually are. Because, for example, have you heard of Joe Rogan?
I heard about his podcast, but
I'm sure I've told you. But Joe Rogan essentially is a content creator because he has a podcast, and he has a bigger impact on like the world than the biggest news agencies and stuff like that. Like his podcast is so big, he has a lot of influence. So when he talks about something on his podcast, a lot of people hear him, and he influences a lot of people in really big ways, which is interesting.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty difficult because we are humans and we say something stupid things and
That's normal though. I mean, we're only human. I think it's interesting though, because in order to be a content creator, you have to have a commitment to a very specific type of lifestyle. And not a lot of people are used to that. So they're not really familiar with that. And it requires like a commitment, a dedication to that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the second question here.
What have you done to support your favorite content creators? Yeah, I watch the ads.
Okay, that doesn't make them a lot of money though.
I had a membership for a channel, but that's all.
Mhm.
I'm a bad supporter.
Have you ever supported anyone on Patreon? Have you heard of that?
I heard about Patreon, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Patreon is like a monthly subscription payment model where you can support content creators by becoming a patron for them. It's an interesting way of monetizing content creation, but it's hard to convince people to pay you money on Patreon unless you make some really good content.
I think I see a person who has content create who has a YouTube channel, and he has some advantage or some extra videos for Patreons.
Here's my
And
Patreon page for
oh,
lessonspeak. It's to get content so that you can teach English using this curriculum. I only have two patrons. Yeah. Another thing you can do is maybe spread their content. You can share their content. Have you done that before?
yeah, I share some videos, but not it's not regular things what I do.
It's not something I do regularly.
It's not something what I do regularly.
Yeah, when I see a really good video that I really resonate with, sometimes I might share it, but it has to be like impactful to me. All right, let's go ahead and do these terms here.
Yeah, tweak, twist or pull something sharply. Novelty, the quality of being new, original, or unusual. Collaborate, work jointly on an activity or project. Elicit,
Yeah.
Evoke or draw out a reaction, answer, or fact from someone.
Good. Okay, fill in the blanks.
Make use of all the different promote that are available and
try it different.
Yeah. Make use of all the different what means tweak? Can you remember?
Tweak is to make a small change.
Okay. Different formats.
Yeah, good.
Different formats that are available, and don't be shy to promote yourself. when you have done great work. When you start to see some success and you are converting customers and showing up in the rankings, then it's just a case of repeating the process and tweaking it for maximum results.
Perfect. Any questions on this?
No.
Okie dokie then. Let's talk about these questions now.
What sort of following do you have? It's about my followers, or
Yeah, what kind of people follow you?
yeah, I think it's just some friends. Not too much.
Okay, so friends, maybe family.
Yeah, and family.
Yeah,
and I don't force them.
What about if you think about one of your favorite content creators? What kind of following do you think they might have? Let's choose an example. Choose a content creator, and let's think about what kind of following they might have.
Yeah. If I think about Christian Kifoy, who speaks about cryptocurrency, business, and self-development, I think the people who follow him, it's the people who want to improve
Are the
their
people.
life, are the people who want to improve their lives, or who want to start a business, or who want to invest in crypto.
Yeah.
It's the people who has a growth mindset.
People who have growth mindset.
Who have a growth mindset.
That's interesting. So you're saying that because of the type of content that he makes, the kind of people that follow him are more likely to have a growth mindset?
Can you repeat?
So you're saying that based on the kind of content that he makes, you said he makes like self-development, business, cryptocurrency. That means that his followers are more likely to have a growth mindset. Now let's compare and think about of the following for. Let's think about like a what is it, like an Instagram model. Let's talk about that person, okay? Typically Instagram models are those fitness coaches or whatever, and they post pictures of themselves in a mirror on Instagram. What kind of following do you think they have?
Yeah, maybe some people who want to look like the model.
Yeah.
And some people who has boring life.
Maybe. But maybe also people who just like to look at pictures of her posting pictures of herself in the mirror. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you're her, you know, and you post these kind of pictures, whatever. And then like you realize, oh wait, the only kind of people who follow me are people who look at my pictures because I post pictures of my booty in the mirror. You know?
Yeah.
I used to spend a lot of time on Instagram, and I used to create a lot of content on Instagram, and those models, they would always have like 1 million followers, you know, way more than anyone else, and a lot more activity, a lot more interaction, a lot more engagement. And I'm just like, what the heck is so unfair? But yeah. I feel like you were going to say something else too.
About this type of content, or about another type of content?
No, I just thought you wanted to say something. Let's go ahead and just move on to the next question here.
How does content creation help nurture trust with your online audience. Nurture trust.
Nurture. I think it's one of the vocabs. Oh, maybe it was not added. Oh, I need to fix that. Okay, I need to add nurture. So nurture means to like care, to build a relationship.
Yeah. I think you start to trust. No, I think you can have a better relationship with your audience and to start so the audience trust you. It's to have a way to have it is to have a lot of content because the people became more familiar with you and to have free things because I think the people think about free things. Oh my God, he is so kind. He
Yeah.
give me something free.
Everyone likes free stuff, but nothing is free. It comes with a cost. But like, for example, in my case, when I post something about how to use spoken English properly, it kind of reminds people, hey, look guys, I still teach English. I'm still doing it. Helps people realize that I'm still alive, I'm still here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's weird for people who has a lot of followers to didn't create content for a long time, and after they create again, it's like, oh yeah, it's leaving.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I used to follow a vlogger, Casey Neistat. Casey, have you heard of Casey Neistat?
I think I heard once time, but I don't know what
Yeah, he
he do.
was, maybe is the biggest vlogger on YouTube or something. Yeah. And he used to make videos, I think, every day. And then he stopped. And then if you look at these videos, 9 months ago, 9 months ago, 9 months ago, 4 months ago, 1 month ago, he's not making videos consistently anymore.
Yeah.
And he used to be really on top of it. Like it was crazy. Like every day he would make a video. How can you, how? Like every day. Imagine what that's like. The time that goes into making that and the lifestyle you need to have.
Yeah.
He also talked about what his schedule looks like to be able to do that. And it's like his schedule was planned out to the minute, you know, like zero flexibility. Let's go ahead and talk about this question here.
You know, what influential people became prominent due to their content creation? It's about when they become really popular,
Yeah,
or
like who became popular just because of the content that they created?
I think the people, the content creators who have something special, but not really.
But can you think about specific people? Like, for example, Joe Rogan became really popular because of his podcast.
I think Joe Rogan probably became so popular because he has some special guests.
Maybe. But before he had special guests, he had to demonstrate that he was committed to making a podcast. So he
Yeah.
made, episodes way before that. But what about some of these bigger YouTubers? Usually they became popular because of their videos that they make on YouTube. Can you think of any big YouTubers?
Yeah, I heard about Logan Paul, and I think a few years ago, or 10 years ago, something. He had some vibes. Was
Some vibes?
Yeah, no, Vines.
Oh, Vines. Yeah, he became
Vines,
popular because
Vines.
of Vine.
Yeah.
You're right. But then he went to YouTube, and now I think he went to TikTok, or did he just stop? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
I think
follow him.
he's fighting. I think he's doing MMA or something, right?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. I think he had some fight with Mayweather, or
Did he
yeah.
win? Did he lose?
Um, I don't know.
I think I don't know. I don't remember. Doesn't go back. Fight with Floyd Mayweather. Did he win? Huh? It doesn't say who won.
Yeah, it's weird.
It just says that he threw a punch. Okay, thanks. Whatever. The idea is a YouTuber goes and changes his whole entire career into MMA. I mean, he doesn't change his career. He can do both,
Yeah, I think.
But
But at the moment, he had a podcast, if I remember well.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
did a lot of things.
Yeah, it's interesting, Do you think he would have been able to fight Floyd Mayweather if he was not popular, if he was not influential?
Yeah, he didn't have a change,
A chance?
a chance.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I also think if he was just an average person with no following, no influence, it would have been really hard for him to actually make that fight happen, because he trash talked him a lot online, didn't he? He tweeted mean things and stuff like that, like you're scared to fight me or whatever. But
If sorry,
no, go ahead.
um, I think I saw a news about this fight, and Mayweather told told he did, I don't know, a lot of money, $10 million or something like it, with this fight. So it's so clear, if I was instead of Logan Paul, Mayweather didn't so much money.
Yeah, I mean, these people, they fight because they know that they make money, The person who wins at the end is not really that big of a deal. Is the fact that they're fighting. It brings a lot of viewership and a lot of money to those people.
Yeah.
Let me see if I type outcome. Okay, so apparently Floyd Mayweather won, had no official, what? No official winner?
Yeah, I think it's for more entertain.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, judging from his character, he seems like the kind of guy that would do something like that just because it's, makes people hyped. Let's go ahead and talk about the second question here.
How does content creation help you develop and grow as a person? Yeah, some content creators can help person to change the mindset,
Maybe,
And
but for the content creator themselves, how does the
uh,
process of content creation help them grow as a person?
yeah, I as a content, if you are a content creator, you can or you can choose to you can speak with a lot of people, and I think you can hear stories, and you meet some new people, some interesting people.
Yeah, definitely.
And I remember Christian Kifoy want to start a new business, and needs he need an investor,
Hmm.
and he start to speak with his community, and
Yeah,
he find an investor.
exactly. So if you have influence, you could just ask your audience, hey, does anyone want to invest in my business? Maybe I should start making YouTube videos, I swear.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but that's kind of the idea with this topic here. I wanted to make a topic where it was targeted towards people who were really open to creating content online. And so I decided to do it on content creation because people who like to talk about content creation have a very different perspective on that sort of stuff. I've had experiences in the past where people are very, how should I put it, scared of of being online. Like they don't like to have pictures of themselves online. They don't like to have videos. They don't like to put anything, none of that, you know? And what do you think about that? Do you think like it's worth it to be scared or should they just get over it? What's your opinion?
It- it's a scared things, because it's really hard to know a lot of people see you in different ways, and probably some of them judge you.
Of course, that's natural. Someone's always going to judge you no matter what you post.
Yeah, and I think you need to be so brave to have
You need to be really
a,
brave.
you need to be really brave to have a strong online presentation
Presence.
presence online.
Yeah, I think you're right. You kind of need to overcome a lot of obstacles, definitely. Um, the thing though is that a lot of people don't really see the value in the process until they start doing it. Because when I started posting a lot on Instagram, I didn't really understand the value, but in order to post a lot frequently and good quality stuff, I had to spend a lot of time creating that stuff, you know? And the main problem I realized after that is essentially, if I want to continue making interesting stuff regularly, then I need to have an interesting life.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I had this feeling, this feeling in the past, because I think, yeah, if I want to start do a blog, it's pretty boring to stay in house. I Yeah,
Hmm.
it's so important to have more activities, to have different life, because
Yeah,
it's more interesting for people.
but that's funny because like you don't really realize, at least I didn't, that my life was not varied enough until I wanted to post stuff online. I was like, oh, it's actually really kind of boring. I need to change my life a bit.
Yeah.
So that's super good because it kind of forced me to pursue things that would introduce more variety and newness in my life.
Yeah.
I really like what you said about the networking aspect because if you're if you can collaborate with other people, then that's even better. If you can interact with as many people as possible and create content, collaborate. I used to make videos on YouTube that summarized board games in 30 seconds. And each video you had someone else that did the voiceover. And it was really nice as an experiment, as a short-term project, because it helped me understand how I like to create content.
It's interesting.
Let's go ahead and make a few sentences.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
no. I want to say I saw in the last time so much collaborate in.
Yeah, more and more people are collaborating, right?
Yeah, and I think it's pretty. It's a good way to have a new audience and
Yeah,
to new people see you, know you, and probably they start to follow you.
exactly. Because if you collaborate with like another YouTube channel, maybe their audience comes to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That was kind of like the whole idea with that YouTube channel, because I reached out to other YouTube channels that talked about board games and I asked them to collaborate with me. There's another one called 3-minute board games. Mine was called 30-second board games. And so I reached out to him and he was really open. He was like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. And he was really quick to help me and send me the voice recording and you can find it on YouTube still. This is a channel. I don't make any more videos. 2.1 views. Yeah, boy.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, for me, I didn't have a reaction because before because I didn't play board games and
hmm
I
Well, I mean, it's very useful if you go to a place like a board game cafe and you don't know what game to play and you don't want to sit there and ask a bunch of questions. You could just open the YouTube channel, you know, watch a bunch of these and be like, I like that one. And in 5 minutes, you can watch 10 different games. That's the whole idea.
yeah.
Anyway, let's make like a sentence or two. Which word do you want to use?
Consume
Okay.
if a person consumes quality content, um, he can or it can change.
They can.
Yeah, they can change the mindset and can be inspired of the person who was inspired of the content creator. It's better, I think.
Okay, so if a person consumes quality content, they can change their mindset, and I think you should just do, what should you do with this word? Can. Should you change it, remove it?
I think we can remove it.
Yeah. So change the mindset and be inspired. Here, I would just put by the content creator.
Yeah.
Can you read that one back to me?
Yeah. If a person consumes quality content, they can change the mindset and be inspired by the content creator.
Good. The only other change I might put is their. They can change their mindset.
Yeah.
Good. I think that's also why vloggers and stuff like that are really influential, because they're inspirational, you know?
They should be.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's talk about feedback. What did you think about this topic?
Yeah, it was more complex than I expected.
Okay. What was complex?
I mm, mm, I didn't. I heard about Patreon, but I don't know how exactly works.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I see your YouTube channel with 30-second board games
Mm-hmm.
with a and yeah, how it's the first time when I really think how a content creator can improve their life with a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's something that a lot of people don't really think about unless they like spent time actually doing this. Because I know I didn't. I didn't really think about it until I started actually spending time doing it.
Yeah, it, yeah, we don't think before just some extra money, but it's it's more facilities.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's I feel like a lot of people don't really reach this stage until they go through a certain stage in life. I don't know. But one last thing. I wanted to ask if you could tell me one thing that you learned in this lesson, what would it be?
Mm, one thing,
Yeah.
um, how I can support my favorite YouTubers, and when I don't know how board game I want to play,
Mm-hmm.
I can see a preview of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's something that a lot of people don't think about is how to support their favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. A lot of YouTubers don't talk about the lifestyle they have to have in order to create content. And they have to make a lot of sacrifices, especially in relation to time.
It's a lot of time when you wanted to create something important,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but it's not easy, like making videos, recording videos, editing videos. I've done it before, and that's why I don't do it anymore because I know it takes a lot of time. In high school, I was in a film and photography class, and we had like a competition, like a festival, a film festival. And we had different categories we can submit of like a short films. And so I made one that was called a PSA, a public service announcement, which is which can be no longer than I don't remember 30 seconds or one hour or 1 minute, sorry. 30 seconds or 1 minute.
it's
Sorry. 30 seconds or 1 minute long. And I made a video and it won every single award in that category. And because of my submission, and because of how I won everything, they they changed how they judge the awards. They're like, okay, Johnny can't win all of them anymore. Let's change everything now. I went up on the stage and they're like, Johnny wins the award. I'm like, thanks. I'm walking off the stage and they're like, Johnny wins the other award. I'm like, what? Okay. I stand there and she's like, and you won the third award too. And I'm like, good, thanks. Yeah.
yeah, was a fun experience, and
Yeah. That was the peak. After I won those awards, I'm like, all right, done. I'm not making any more videos.
it's enough for me in this life.
Exactly, exactly. That's where I peaked and I realized that I'm not even gonna try it. No, I'm kidding. Cool. All right, well,
But you can find a collaborator who can edit your videos.
that's true, but the thing is, I don't know if you have experience with editing videos. The process of editing is also art, and you put a lot of your
Yeah.
personality into it. So if you ask someone else to edit for you, Eh,
Yeah, it's an interesting perspective. I didn't think about it before.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you don't have experience with editing, you don't really see these kind of things. But um, it depends on the content. Vlogging is much more personal, so asking someone else to edit that for you doesn't really make sense to me. But if, for example, you have a structured format for content that you create, and it doesn't really require a lot of creativity when you edit, then yeah, you can ask someone else to edit for you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like for the
It's really
30-second board
good.
games that I had on YouTube, I could probably ask someone to edit those for me because it's really there's not a lot of creativity that goes into editing that stuff.
Yeah,
Whereas making a vlog, you gotta put some cool transitions, you have to cool effects, you're talking, change it, I don't know, all that stuff.
yeah, it's a big probability to not obtain what you want, I think.
If you let someone else edit for you,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So you have to just make sure that um, it's not complex for them, or you're not asking a lot from them.
Mm.
All right, Sebastian, well, that's pretty much it for our lesson. Um, like I said before about recording it, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube and then I'm gonna share you the link. And before I publish it, I just want to share it with you first to see if you have any, I don't know, questions, concerns with the recording. So I'll give you some time to watch it first, and then I'll post it publicly.
Okay.
All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in our next class.
Okay, just a question.
Yeah,
I s- uh, I see at we I see we had the selling yourself lesson,
okay.
but we didn't have it.
Let me check right now. Okay, you're right. That was the one I wanted to do next. So we'll do that next time.
Sure.
Great. Yeah, thanks for catching that. Sometimes I put a topic for the next lesson, um, but I think that one will be a good one for you.
Yeah.
So for our next one, we're going to do selling yourself.
Good.
Cool. All right, well, like I said, have a great day, and I'll see you Friday, right?
Yeah.
All
Have
right,
a great day too.
bye.
Bye.